Good morning. Welcome to Metis Crossing. My name is Lilyrose Meyers, and I'm the traditional knowledge holder here and also the traditional art teacher. And today we got two of our interpreters.
My name's Kina. My name's Jade.
And we're going to talk about and do tufting. I do the old traditional art, which includes tufting, porcupine quill work, before the beads came. We are used to using our art as communicating, and that's what's very important. I've been here for 5 years, and I've had quite a few students coming to learn, wanting to learn, especially tufting. Tufting, the first step in tufting, of course, is using the yarns, and then I'll go into explaining using the deer hair, the moose hair, and the caribou hair. We use mostly for artwork, but it was applied to clothing. If I get tongue-tied here, that's okay. It was applied to clothing, and because before beads came, we always needed to decorate ourselves, to tell people who we are. That's what it is. It's a means of communicating. Anything you do when you're making with your hands and you want to communicate to other people, they can tell by our clothing. As for example, we're dressed I've got a ribbon skirt on, and I also am wearing my sash, which come in many colors, by the way. Tufting is very, very easy to learn. There's not too many tools that you need besides a scissors, a needle, some good sinew. Sinew is important because you have to have the strength there. And normally I would use a finger guards, but today we're going to just go without finger guards. And if you do a lot of tufting, you have to make yourself some finger guards. We're going to start though, the first one we're going to start with is we're going to use the yarn. You want to take a check on that?
That's really good.
Yeah, it's fun to use the yarn because we have a lot of it. You can take a look at that one. And you can blend it in many colors. So everybody has yarn at home. Don't know what to do with it. Well, I got just the thing for you. And when you get, this is my sample cloth. I have the yarn down here, and I made a bee up here. Then I got some hair tufting. There's caribou on here, there's deer, and there's no moose on that one. Here's a moose, the moose hair. It can be applied, this is wall pocket, just a small sample. They used to apply it to the wall pockets. There's tufted hair, that's moose hair, and I also did the stem work on the side. So you can apply it to many things. This is a pair of little slippers that are in progress, a child's slipper, and we put a tufting on top. But I would not use hair for that. I would use the yarn. It's safer. It's a safer way to go. But you can make your own slippers. You can apply tufting. So let us start with the tufting. And any questions you girls have?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, let's get into this. We're going to pick a yarn. Pick any color you want there. No, we got supplies here. We got our felt. Everybody's always got those. But we'll use that felt piece. I gave you guys each an orange felt piece. You got your needle. Thread your needle. I gave you also some, where I put mine. I moved everything and I'm going like, oh, okay. Oh, there it is. We need to thread your needle. When you're taking the sinew off, you don't need that heavy of a sinew. You split it into 4, and it does split quite easy. So always do that first. Pick the color yarn you want to use. And thread your needle.
It's split into 4.
Is it in?
Ours are probably pretty good.
I know I had a longer needle here, but I don't know where it rolled off to. Who knows? I covered it up, I guess. That's a little short one. That's okay, I can use that. Do not make a knot on the end of your thread, but I would like you to keep the bottom free. Now, when you want to prevent it from pulling out, all you have to do is twist your needle like that. Roll your needle so that the thread will stick together because it's covered in wax. It's protected with wax. Oh, there's a little bag I was going to make to put some tufting on. But that's okay. He's okay. We'll just pile up our stuff here. Now you're going to make a tuft similar to this one. So you need to pick your spot on your... Now on the opposite end over here of the... I said we're not to make a knot. You take and you make... But you don't close it. Do not close it. Make a knot like that. Leave an open loop. That's the most important thing. Also, you're going to leave a tail on the end. Looks good. Now let's get where we're going to make a tuft with our yarn. You need a long enough piece. Oh, I got one here that's about that long. Or you can just mark it off of there. I want you to wrap 2 fingers, but don't wrap your fingers tight. Don't make, just kind of give a space and just wrap them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7. That's okay. Usually you do 8. 8 is good. 7 or 8. Now I have my bundle. This is what all I need. Okay. Let's finish up now getting the felt. Take the loop and just put it gently against the bottom. You close your loop a little bit. Yep. Yeah, you can close it a little more. Okay. You came from the bottom through to the top. Turn it right over like that. Hold it with your finger, or if you do want. Okay, now I want you to go back right next to that loop you came through. Go back from the top to the, yeah, and go through the loop. But don't pull it all the way through. You need a loop on top, so lay your felt down on the table now. I need a loop on top, because that's where I'm going to insert the bundle. Okay? Where's that pretty bundle you had? Okay. Gently pull and snug it up slowly. So you've got a nice little bundle in the middle. You see when I...
Oh, I see what happened now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I forgot about the knot.
Now, turn it over. Yeah. You come up through. Yeah. Okay. Now, just lay them face down on the table, and then you gently start tightening.
Okay.
Put your needle down. Start tightening with this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Now you tighten. This is where it can. Yeah, that's why you use finger guard. Tighten and tighten. You look at the top. You should not be able to see your yarn, your sinew. When you tie that like that, what happens is, you notice it's not good. She's strong, this one. Oh, yeah. Well, now you know how to do the next one. There, let's do another one here. Oh, you got enough there, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
When you put that loop, when you tighten it, it doesn't release.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you tighten it, it holds it.
It's tighter.
That is important because you do not want this to release. Because once you learn this step, that's all you need to know to do the hair.
Lilyrose truly is just making this look really easy.
Now, anybody here knows about how to do what they call a surgeon's knot? No? Okay, what we're going to do is tie it, not once, loop it over. You go back again. So you go twice, you loop it. But you ended up as a long. So you go once, twice. Okay, that's a surgeon's knot. Now you close it. When you pull it together like that, what happens is the 2 ties like that. And I always do one, I always say, for luck. Just a simple overhand one, like you're going to make a little knot. One for luck. I want you to trim it, and I want you to leave. Look, he's got 2 little legs sticking out. There's a reason for those 2 little legs. If I'm using, making this into, you see all of them here, they all have 2 little legs. If I'm going to make a brooch or earrings, I'm going to put a backing on this, And the thing is, I'm going to glue that backing on.
Oh, okay.
When you put the glue on here, you're reinforcing so that it stays. So then I trim it. And if I was doing this on, I can do it on birch. But when you do it on birch, you have to, if this was a piece of birch, I would have to back it first before I do that first step. The reason is you need to have, so the birch is a live thing, it'll just pull through. But if you put a backing on, you can tie it here and your puff will stay.
Oh,
You just
I know
learn.
what you mean.
Yeah. So this, this is my birch. I glue my birch to this first,
And
then I
put it
do
there.
my tuft. So that's why the two little legs is to prevent him from escaping. Yeah, and then you glue him on and then he stays there good, you know. Kids will tend to pull, you know, and then this way less chance of it coming loose. Your little ones, they like to, I mean,
Feel
it's,
it.
you know, that's what art is, you'd be able to touch. Now what we've got is this loopy mess here. Well, we want to get him to this stage.
Oh boy.
I don't know if that's a better looking stage or not. Well, let's see. We'll just cut the loops first. Gotta have fun, eh? I always say this is my baby. Look at, well, got a bad hair day. What do they call these dreadlocks? Yeah, my kid is dreadlock. Okay, we have this. Doesn't look much like that yet, does he?
No.
Well, let's get him to that stage. Your thumb, unless you got giant nails, it's already got your own pattern on your thumb. You got your horizon line. This will bend. This is, look, squeeze him. And you've got, then trim around your thumb. Just use your thumb for your guide. Your thumb is a good pattern make. It's already nice and got nice curves, unless you got big pointy nails or something on them. Then you have to get, see, he's already coming down. We don't make too big a mess, easy to clean up. But, I said we got this special tool. This is what's going to take and make him nice and soft and fuzzy. But you see, it starts, now you can keep on shaping.
Quick.
Yeah, scrub them, yeah. And also, if it doesn't pop out and you haven't scrubbed them out, then I guess your tie is really good. We don't scrub hair so hard, it's not so bad, it's just the yarn. It's got to get it separated. But we can continue, you can continue to use your thumb. You press on it and you'll feel it in the center of your thumb. Yeah, and you can just continue to shape it. First of all, I'm going to tell you a little bit about hair. We only use deer hair, moose hair, caribou, any of the deer family, because it's called a hollow hair. That's the only kind that'll tuft. We do not use moose, then the moose hair comes off the back, and that's why the moose hair is like this. You take it off the hump on the back. That's the only hair we use, because otherwise rest of their hair. We do not use buffalo hair. It's not a hollow hair. Your hair yourself can't. Your hair is the same thing. Horse hair, no. It's not hollow. Yes.
Porcupine hair? No.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay.
There's a certain type of hair on the porcupine, and it's called the roach hair, and that's the long hair in the back. The ones they make, the First Nations make for their dancing costumes. Okay, that, just the back hair. It's a hollow hair. It's the only other creature that's other than the deer family.
That's
But
very
anybody, you know, antelope or anything, if you run fast enough, you might blow something.
run
But-
after the brush.
The difference is we have to leave it with hide on. This is not. This is hide on. That's for the caribou. This is dyed caribou, but it's hide on.
Okay.
Then you have to cut your deer hair into little strips like this. And you cut from the leather side only. You do not cut from the hair side, or you'll have a bald piece, and that's no good. We need the hair. So what you do is you very carefully put a ruler and cut your strip. Then from that you cut little pieces off. And that's these little pieces. because this is what we're going to use. The hair is some hair will be a little more delicate, so we don't apply our force too much like we did with this. As long as it's snugged up, you get to learn how much, because you can cut the hair, especially deer hair. You can cut it with sinew.
Oh, wow.
Hair, just like cutting your own hair, it just flies all over, right? Mm-hmm. We don't want that. So this is a little sneaky idea. Oh, look at that. We got hair all over the place here, see? So what we do is this. Just like you do on your own hair when you're cutting it and trimming it, tame it down. Why not? See, we don't have no hair flying over. Now, another thing I do when at home, when I raised my grandchildren, 2 of them, and I homeschooled them. So what we did is made homemade paper. I don't throw most stuff away. I would have a jar and put these in a jar, all the clippings on the end, including the hair, and then when you're making homemade paper, you take from the jar and you put different colors on the paper. You've made homemade paper at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you know what I'm talking about. Some people put pepper on it, some, all kinds of things. But these are great. You're not sitting there cutting up yarn. It's already done instead of throwing it away.
Moose poop paper.
Moose poop paper, yeah, that could be too. I heard about that too. But yeah, you don't have to. So everything, to some it may be just, garbage, but it's not really. If you just throw it in a jar, and you have a jar full after or whatever, but when you're making paper, it's handy to have all those different, and it has all the little colors and everything in it. Because some of the yarn I use is that sparkle yarn, especially I make poppies. I used the black sparkle for the center of the poppies. I see that my poppies aren't in there, so I can't show you a sample. But I make the poppies, and it turns out nice. But then the leftover yarn is all these little black and sparkly, and it looks really nice. Makes great for paper. Now let's do hair tuft. Hair tuft, we'll do it. I'm not going to do it on leather today, but normally you would do it on leather, or you can do it on wool, whatever. But if it just has to be made into a pouch or for the jacket or a vest. I have a vest at home. I couldn't find it this morning, of course. My mother made many years ago, and it's all tufted on up here and all on the back. You can dye the hair. These have been dyed with right dye, they call that's clothing dye, but it'll absorb pretty well. Food dyes. Hair is only made with keratin, just like your fingernails, so it dyes very easy. And as you can see, I take the white, like from the deer, you take it off the tail or the white part, and you can dye it many colors. So that's good. But deer hair, the rest of the body, if it's long, you still got, it's natural. I prefer natural. Now we're going to do the same thing, the same stitch. You remember it? Mm-hmm. I gave you a little brown. Here, this is better. This is a little heavier. See, they're heavier. This is thin. I'll just use that for backing.
I'm going to steal one.
Okay. You should have enough there that make your loop. I always use my thumb to measure. Leave a couple inches or centimeters or how many, whatever. Yeah, I don't use centimeters. The steps are from the bottom to the center. I guess wherever you're going to make it. Now rest that little on the bottom. Okay. Now back to the straight next to it. You want to make that loop on the top. Now lay it flat down. My loop at the top. Okay, pick a piece of hair and then, okay, you need to make your bundle. So get your hair ready, whichever one you want. Dampen your fingers, like dampen the hair, like I showed you. Yeah, won't be so wild. We tame it down. Sometimes you'll get hair that's really long. So what I do is, if it's really, really long, I'll make the first bundle over here and then the next one. Because you only need so much. This is quite long, but we'll just go. Decide your bundle. Look at where you want your bundle to be centered. There, see? There we go, see? I look at it and I'm going to say, okay, this sounds like look like a good spot right about there. Just gently pull it till it's, remember, you don't want to close that loop in the back yet. Just want it there. Now, just as long as it holds it in position. You can hold it with your, you just so you hold it with your fingers like this. Then tighten this one. You want to close that one. Get over there. That's the one you want to close. Because you want some pulling, some left to pull. Otherwise you're going to be trying to pull a little 1-inch piece hanging out. That's not good. Okay. Go slow and hope it doesn't cut, because I know some deer hair is so, I'm a little too strong.
And can we close
You
the
want to
hole?
snug it down pretty good like that.
Do we close the hole? Like,
Yep. Oh yeah, that's what I mean. You got to close that because you need pulling. Yeah. Remember, that holds the string in place. So you got it down. You can't. That's pretty good. You don't want to go much tighter than that. Hair is a little more delicate. Okay. Now, what did I say about your thumb? Now you remember your thumb?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Squeeze him. Then you can cut. And if you need a little more moisture, gee, this thing does not want to cut.
Here, you can use it.
No, go ahead. Just put a little bit more moisture on there. You don't want hair flying all over. It keeps them, just be gentle though. You don't squish and squash it. See, just keep it.
I like how this cuts.
Yes, a nice haircut for a little, just a little, your new buddy. For your little buddy there, he needs a haircut. There, keep coming out. But like I said, be gentle with him. Like you can't, this is not yarn. So when you want to press the middle, open it up a little bit, like that. And just be gentle and press if you want to get that outside curving. Yeah, so what you're doing now is what they call hair carving. So you're actually carving the hair. Now when I said you'd be gentle, you be gentle with your brush. You brush all that. Go ahead. Yeah, no problem. Be gentle. There. Now, this quite large, but you can take. Caribou hair is very fine, as you know when you felt it. It's very fine. It works the same way though. This one here, they're made. See all my knots in the back? You put your center one in, then go around the outside with your petals. You can make petals. And one thing about carving, you can see right in here, this is carved like a little leaf. You can do a kind of a leaf shape. So as your skills to carve it smaller and smaller, this is what you'll get when you get really good at it. You learned it makes a great communication tool, just sitting down. When I worked at Cromarty House, I work with people like this, and a lot of that's what's great. It's great. We talk about arts and crafts and learning. You learn some new skill because we need to communicate. And you guys might be doing this tonight alone. I don't know.
I'm okay with it.
Yes, I'll see if
it.
I can. I was going to say, there's one other step you do is you kind of tug on it a little bit because you don't want it to explode on you. There we go, all finished. I can remember being raised up north of High Prairie. I was raised on a homestead, and my grandparents, and going to their house, and my grandma would always have a wall pocket because she used to put her rosary in there, and her, each had, that's what we all had, just wall pockets to keep our personal effects, I guess, or personal stuff in there, because a lot of the wall pockets would be made quite long with various pockets, but when you're traveling by wagon or cart, you put your stuff in there, it just rolls up. And that's why they made them like that.
Easy job.
They invented that. Now they see them on, and you see them in the stores now. They got them pockets that you can hang on your shower or wherever and put your jewelry in it and roll. That's the same. We've been doing it for a long time. We invented a lot of things. Some disposable diapers, right?
I love
That's
my
what that-
Stadium Moss diapers.
Yeah, moss bag. That's for our first disposable diapers, and
Doesn't fill up landfills either.
yeah. So it's important, and then we don't, you know, like I said, you don't throw things away. You put this in a jar, and when we can probably start a jar here, and we got jars here, and when we make paper, you can use that. Oh, look at the pretty colors already. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for joining me, and enjoyed the girls here and what
Thank you.
You're fun. Thank you, girls. I think I got them down pat. Just about a little practice and we'll be there. We'll be home free. Thank you.